What's up guys, ShirleyBobGirl here, and welcome to my speed build of a container house. So I've seen a lot of these going around and I thought it was really interesting and looked kind of fun. So this is my take on a container house. It originally was going to be pretty big, but I do change up this layout quite drastically later. But this is on Oak Alcove, which is a 20 by 15 lot in Newcrest. It does end up being fairly expensive. It's 51,166 simoleons. It has one bed and one bath, and you will need Get to Work Spa Day and Movie Hangout Stuff Pack to have all of the stuff in here. And this is where I'm starting the kitchen and I get it all the way done and then realize, oh, well, this layout would make the bedroom be in front, and I don't want to do that. So we do change this up quite a bit, move things around. But since it is a container home, I wanted it to be fairly industrial, thus the industrial counters. But I do add lots of pops of color all over the place, like these chairs, which we don't, again, stick with the round table. Later we get a regular larger dining table, and I'm starting to move things around now, just kind of trying to figure out, okay, where do I want these containers to go? And so I just was like, well, I'll have it like this, and I'll just move that kitchen over there, stuck a wall in there and called it good. I put a little archway there so that the Sims just walk right through. So yeah, and I kind of go all over the place and just place furniture before I actually do any wallpaper or flooring or anything, just so I knew what all was going on. And so yeah, I build in such a weird way. I just kind of sporadically place things. But here is the living room slash, I guess, reading room. Just a simple couch and TV on one side, and we'll have a stereo, and then a bookcase that'll have a little chair next to it to read. Over here I'm working on the bathroom, which, I don't know, the bathroom took me a little while to figure out how exactly I wanted to position it. And kind of see, I'm kind of struggling, like, do I want the shower and toilet behind walls? Do I want to just keep it open? Like, I don't know what I want to do. Finally I just kept it pretty open, pretty big. Put a couple more industrial counters in there just to kind of go with the theme. Put some shower essentials, a little clothes hamper, and some shelves with the towels on there. And that's basically how it ends up. I do play with some colors and place a carpet later, which you'll see. And here's the bedroom. I just want it to be a pretty simple room. Here I was debating with myself, like, do I want to keep it a starter home, or do I want to just go for it and do whatever? And then I was like, I'll just go for it. Why not? So there's the dresser and some extra shelves for storage. And then I do stick mirrors back there. I had to use the Move Objects cheat. And you usually notice, like, if you put two of those floor-to-ceiling mirrors next to each other, then there's usually a seam down the middle. But if you layer a third one right in the middle between those two, it eliminates that seam completely. And that's kind of something that I've been doing quite a bit. It kind of looks fun. Here's the dining room being changed up. I was kind of inspired by some of I end up deciding that's a little bit too big for this specific build, and I just ended up sticking with just a single table and deleting the other one. I think it's pretty cute. There's a carpet from the movie Stuff Pack. I love so much stuff, or so many things from that Stuff Pack. It's ridiculous. I've been using so much of it playing around. But here is some siding to kind of make it look like a shipping container. Kind of wish there was metal slants like that, just because that would be a little bit easier to make it look like a shipping container. But in the end, I just make them 2 different color containers and make it so that it has the same color, quote unquote, metal in and out. And then I just make the metal sheet for the top and just throw a little, I guess, it's not really fringe, but like edging around the top just because that looked nicer to me. And I had a lot of issues with putting windows in, like nothing felt quite right. I did stick with these smaller rectangular windows and used the even smaller ones around the bathroom later, just to give a little bit more privacy. And I decided to stick some flowers underneath some of the bigger windows, just to kind of give it a little pop of color, make it a little bit less industrial, more vivid and bright. But it took me a while to figure out what colors I liked. And I ended up just picking yellow. Just nice, shiny, cheerful yellow. I think I might have accidentally forgot to put one on that front where the TV is. I think there's a window there. I just don't think I put flowers there. Oops. And I wanted to upscale that carpet to see if it would fit in the room, but it didn't. So I ended up just kind of shoving it in the corner over here and sticking a reading chair in, just for a little like pop of color for a reading corner. And then we put some flowers there, and that corner looked so empty to be. So I was like, I'll just stick a statue there. And here I was trying to figure out what all I wanted to do, and I found that calendar and realized I didn't have an office space. So I just stuck a desk and computer and chair in this little section behind the couch, just for a little office area, kind of. Threw that popcorn machine in just because it came with the pack and I haven't used it yet. So I thought that would be fun, just adding some extra little decorations in and around the kitchen. And I found that chalkboard. It's like, what is that? I don't know. I don't know where that came from. I don't remember seeing that. But here I'm using the sheet to unlock career items, so I could get that magnetic strip with the knives and stuff on it, and that, I guess, rack of juice. And just throwing clutter and decorations all over the place, just kind of make it a little bit homey, a little bit more lived in. I really wanted to put these paintings up somewhere, but there's nowhere big enough for them. So I just threw these 3 up there instead. I used moved objects to kind of put them up next to each other and put a little, I guess, a little clothes rack and hangers, and put another little plant in front of the mirror there just for a little entryway. Throw in some clock, or throwing a clock and some more clutter in the bedroom, not the bathroom, which I do add a little bit more in the bathroom in just a moment. Right here, throwing some toothbrushes in there and a carpet, and change the bathtub and the mirror to go with it. Didn't want to forget a mailbox or a outdoor garbage bin. And then I just decided to do some terrain paint so it looked like there was a path from that back door to the garbage. Made a path to the front door and that, I guess, side door. Debated taking that out and was like, no, that would take forever to get to the bedroom every day. So I just left it. Um, and then a little bit more terrain paint, just kind of make it look like we've been there a while. And then I found this tree, and I got a little bit carried away with the garden. At first I was like, oh, I could put like 3 trees, and it just looked really awkward. So I just put this one giant tree. It has all the pretty lights on it. And I was going to surround it by rocks, and then realized I could just make like little round patio thing around the tree, and that would work just fine. It took me a little while to get to that patio put together, but I finally did do it. And yeah, and I just kind of had a gate around that and used the kind of like dirt floor tiles and put tons and tons of flowers in it. I ended up not even using any rocks at all with that. But I think it looked really, really nice. I ended up putting a little bench right outside of it, and it looks really cool at night. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this part. I got a little bit carried away with all of the colors and all the flowers. I would never be able to do that in real life. I would not have the time to take care of all of those plants. And just throwing in a little lap pool. Not really a lap pool, I guess what are those called? Are they forever pools, I guess? Where it has those jets that make you just swim in one spot. Just throwing in a little one there. You can kind of see all the lights from the tree. So I put a little bench out there so that the Sims could sit out and enjoy the light of the tree. Maybe read a book or something. So here's the front of the house in the screenshots. And then up next, here is the living room with the desk area and the book reading area. Here is the nice industrial kitchen with kind of minimalistic decorations and popcorn machine. Here is the dining room with all the bright colors. And then the bedroom with the painting easel that you can kind of see in the mirror over the dresser and just a tiny bit of clutter. There is the bathroom, and then next will be just a last little picture of that tree outside. If you enjoyed seeing this build, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any, and have a good one.